Hey, what's up everybody? What's good? I'm Joe, you're watching MBOSS Excel, and today we are going to take a look at the bag behind me. This is a remix, if you will, a brand new bag by JuJuBe, built off a staple traditional line. What is it? How are we going to use it? And how is this going to become our next go-to? Well, let's stay tuned and let's find out. So let's go! So behind me is the brand new bag, Dr. BFF by JuJuBe. Now, I like to call it a remix, if you will, because it's almost like the regular BFF that everyone's loved for so many years, the traditional staple of JuJuBe, but just a little bit better, just a little bit variation. It's almost a mix of the Be Sporty and the BFF, and it combined had like this like secret love child, if you will, and just became even better. Is that a weird description to say? Probably. Am I going to cut this? Maybe. The Dr. BFF actually came in 3 colors. Behind me is the Marine. You could also find it in a dark, kind of a black color called Midnight, as well as a gray color called Mineral. Now you could get these online, and the reason why it's also new, it's a little bit different type of, like, not fabric if you will, but texture. It's actually called MBOSS. That's MBOSS. So I have my lighting set up so you can actually see the texture right now. So this is the basket weave of the embossing. You can actually, it's not too raised. It's just subtle enough for you to slowly guide your fingers. You could feel it, but it just gives it enough character. It gives a little bit of life, a little more dimension to the bag versus just a really flat print. And that's something I really liked. Hardware wise, you can see it's all metal, and it's actually a more of that darker black, like not like the old school blackout bags that had the matte finish. It actually has a gloss metal finish, so just a little more exquisite kind of look. And you have, you know, for everything from the logo, I had a little bit of dust right there, but you can see it's just a really nice feature set about this bag. The reason why I had to get my hands on this bag, not only because I love the color, it actually really pops, and you can see just based on my background, I like that kind of bluish color, but 2, I realized I knew I needed to get my hands on it so I could test it and see what I could do. Now, let me talk to you about my daily driver. When I do photography, my daily bag is the clone, but from the JuJuBe's dad line, XY. And I love that thing. I can wear it across my, my body. I can open it up, get my bags on the go, but I've had some complaints about it. You know, it is big, it is cumbersome, which is good when you're carrying a lot of camera gear. But when you're trying to open up that zipper, if you're trying to grab it with just one hand and carry it around, it's hard. It has one handle, and if it's not zipped up, it will just unleash everything. And the last thing you want to do is drop all of your glass and cameras and electronics out. It's a no-go. But despite all of that, I've really seen how the Dr. BFF is just that game above step changer, and with the right combination of JuJuBe accessories, which you can still find online on JuJuBe.com, you can make this your ultimate camera bag. Now, mind you, this is for those moms and dads who were just, you bought your first ever DSLR mirrorless camera or your little point and shoot, and you carry your planners and you still want to carry stuff for your kids and things like that. But for me, my kids are older. They're not wearing diapers. They don't really make messes where I need to carry changes of clothes. You know, I'm at that point in a stage where my kids are almost like independent. It's kind of weird. It's kind of scary, but more on that later. But that does not mean I cannot use a bag for a different purpose, a different function. Now, this is a lot of talking. I'm probably going to cut a lot of it out. But if you want more of this kind of realness, put that comment below. Let me know. I have no problem opening it up. Now, back to the bag. So, the reason I wanted to get my hand on this bag is I saw I can use this for my photography. I could carry my body, I could carry my lenses, my trinity, if you will, lenses that I carry, and I could go to town on this. And I want to show you guys just not only first talk a little bit about the bag itself, but how I use another JuJuBe accessory piece to really make this bag work. Now, if you want to know what piece I'm talking about, click on the little information link right here, and that's going to go into the JuJuBe Be Focused and Be Snappy collection. They're older bags, but you can still find them online, and they are game changers for your packing. Check those out after this video, of course. Just save that link for later. All right, so let's actually get into the bag. Okay, so as you can see here, I've laid out every piece of equipment that I am using today. I have my 2020 13-inch MacBook Pro with M1 chip. I got my iPhone 11 Pro Max. I have my Sabrent NVMe SSD drive for extra storage. I have my XQD card reader, so if I want to make file transfers on the go. I also have an extender for the camera mount if I need to put an extra flash or a screen or a light. I have my cleaning cloth that I use for cleaning lenses and stuff like that. I have another camera brush, camera cleanser, a little air compressor. I have my business cards here. I also have some tools in case I need to change those mounts. I have a mini tripod that I carry with me. I have different flash reflectors or gels. I have extra caps and sometimes I'll put in like SD card stuff in there. My batteries, whenever I go for a shoot, I always take additional batteries and I make sure they're charged. I got the charger just in case I need to charge one on location if it dies. I also have my shotgun mic for any kind of audio video, and then my 3 lenses. So typically when I run around with my Z6 on shoots, I actually take 4 lenses. I have an old school 135 3.5. Actually, sorry, it's a 2.0. No, it's a 3.5. Yeah, it's a 3.5 aperture 135. It's a full manual lens that can fully extend out, and it's literally, I go full manual when I'm doing shooting. The nice thing with the Z6, because it's a built-in stabilizer, I don't really need to worry about it, so it helps. I also have my nifty 50 mil for the F mount. It goes to 1.8 aperture, which allows a lot of lighting, good bokeh. It's just good to have as a prime lens. I also run around with my 24-85 3.5. This, and I actually have it on the Z mount because it's an F mount lens. I primarily switch between, I usually use a 50, a prime, and I'll sometimes switch to this. I carry this more just to have as a go-to, like a go-around, like an all-around kind of lens, until I can afford a 24-70 2.8. This is my kind of go-through, so that way at least I get 3 ranges. So this is my go-to stuff. I'm going to be using my Dr. BFF bag, and I'm actually going to use 2 additional JuJuBe bags for this pack. I have the Be Snappy. This is the go-to bag that I use. There's an actual description and a link in the comments are in the description. I'll have a link to that video. I'll also put a little card up this side over here. That's my primary bag in the pack. I'm also going to use a little small set piece. So I'm just going to start first to pack this just so you can see how it is. My bad, I forgot. I got the Nikon Z6 body. Actually, right now I have the Peak Design little mini mount and the hand strap. And usually when I do video, right now I have a native Z lens. It's a DX 16-50. It's 30.5, so you don't get that much light in it if I were to have something smaller like a 2.8. But it has a good enough range, even with it being a cropped lens. It's an APS-C lens, so you do get a crop factor. But the Z6, because it can do 4K at 30 frames a second, it works really well for video. So I got that on there as well. So I forgot to mention the camera. Okay. The nice thing about the Snappy, you can move these around, so depending on what your setup is, you know, if you only have one lens and you want to pack other stuff, you can do it in here. But if you have multiple lenses like me, then you can actually really modify the space for you. Normally when I put it in the bag, I put it open, but you can't close it. And it has the magnets on it, so that way it's always nice and closed. So now I got my Dr. BFF right here. I am going to open this bad boy up. This nice thing is, because of the metal frame, it does open really wide. So first things first, I'm going to drop this in. And it slides in pretty nice. So you can see here why I tell you it's better to leave it open, because you have access to your camera stuff versus having to come in here, open it, which you can, but it's all user preference. Because we have all these pockets, I'm going to come outside real quick for a second, open up the tech pocket, put my phone in. Nice thing is, it is a perfect fit. Done. I'm going to take my laptop now and fit that inside here. So where you would typically have the change pad pocket right here, it's actually the perfect spot for a laptop. There we go. It fit fine the other day. I was just at a bad angle. Now, some people may ask, like, does a bigger laptop fit in here? Honestly, a 13-inch laptop, especially nowadays with like the MacBooks, they fit perfectly fine. If you want to try a 15-inch laptop, it's just, I don't think it's going to really fit. You may be able to put it in here and the bag will expand a little bit, but chances are it won't. Like, I'll show you right now. I actually have this a little more of a hunkier laptop, but this is my gaming laptop. It's a Legion 5i. It's a 15.6-inch laptop. It's pretty thick, and you can see here it just doesn't want to get through, so it's not wide enough for it. Now, I usually put my batteries in the front pocket only because it's easier for on-the-go stuff. So if I have to switch batteries, I know it's one pocket I could go to. It's all in there. We have side pockets here and here. Sorry, you can't see because of the lighting. Let me get my other light real quick. All right, so I got my second portable light, but you can see here different side pockets I'm referring to. So usually what I'm doing is I put like a shotgun mic in one of these pockets here. As far as from cables, you can just put them in the side pockets here. So now, close it up. I'm packed for a shoot. You could also actually, I forgot about this guy. I'm gonna actually put it over here on this side pocket right here. So just get this real quick. Done. Now I am good to go for my adventure. If I had flashes, I would normally store my flashes on the sides, like over here. Let's talk about the bag for itself real quick. So you have the tech pocket up here, which is typically for a phone. You have the pocket up here and the pocket up here that are zippered. Up here, there's just a very simple bag you can fill up. On this side, you have where you have a key organizer and in the multiple different pockets to utilize. On this side, you have your bottom pockets here and here. And you have an extra open pocket up here. There's no hidden zipper pocket on this side. When you open this up, it actually does a full square open. And as you can see here, I'll grab my light. You can actually see just how much it opens. And you have multiple different pockets to fit things in. So you have pockets on each side, pocket on this side, and then two, I actually have 3 pockets. You have a zipper on this side, and then 2 more pockets. But this is how I stuff my camera back. If I'm doing like a stationary shoot, I could put in a bigger lens on the top here, in a bigger case, and it'd be no problem. I could fit a very good sport lens in here, no issue about it. I could just close it, grab it, and go to my shoot, and I'm done. So this is how I stuff my camera bag. That's gonna be it, guys. That's gonna wrap it up for us today. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the video or the channel, because honestly, again, like I always say, I do these videos for you guys and your guys' support, and it really drives me to continue making more. If you have questions or you want to see more details, or just hear me ramble about random stuff, make sure you leave a comment. Other than that, I'm Joe. You've been watching Amatsu Excel, and as always, I'll catch you guys next time.